we have a quorum present. Next, do we have any amendments to the agenda?
Yes. Under board appointments, I'd like to appoint 2 places for the Madison Utilities Board, seat 2 and seat 5.
Okay, so we're going to add 2 appointments to the MU board for seat 2 and seat 5 to the agenda. Any other amendments? Okay, then the agenda is approved as amended. Next, I'd like approval of minutes number 2024-15-RG.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion second. Any questions, discussion? Ready for a vote.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine?
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
The motion passes. Presentations and awards. We're going to begin with the Madison Police Department promotion ceremony. Chief Gandy, please come forward. You're welcome.
Good evening. Could I have Sgt Dutton, please? Sergeant Andrew Dutton always wanted to be a police officer his whole life. Born in northern Alabama and spent his life in Lauderdale County, attending Lauderdale County High School, where he graduated in 2011. But he became a logger first, which really convinced him that he wanted to be a police officer. In 2013, he went to work for the Department of Corrections for 4.5 years, but left that to become an electrical contractor. He missed law enforcement, so he wanted to get back into it and went to work for the state ABC board, but still felt like something was missing. In 2020, he saw the light and applied for the Madison Police Department, where he was selected, and he attended the Montgomery Police Academy, where he received his A-Post certificate. Since then, he's worked in uniform patrol on various shifts, served as a field training officer before becoming promoted to sergeant. He's a member of the MPD Honor Guard, graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Athens State, and he plans to pursue his master's degree. He is married to his wife, Sarah Beth, and they have 2 children, Emmett, who's 3, and Eli, who's 1. Congratulations, Sergeant Dutton. Lieutenant McCants. Lieutenant McCants started his career at the Madison Police Department in 2013. He took on his first leadership role as a field training officer, helping to shape the next generation of our officers. He also was a member of the Honor Guard, and he's a member of the SWAT team. He's a certified RAD, that's a Rape Aggression Defense Instructor, a course that we teach to women here in Madison. So if anybody's interested, please look it up on the city's website. Promoted to sergeant in 2019. He serves in multiple capacities within the department, to include being a less lethal instructor, an implicit bias instructor, and we have this neat little thing called the wrap that we wrap people up in who want to kick out the windows of our police cars and kick our officers. And it works pretty well. Less lethal device that allows us to take people to where they need to go without them hurting themselves or anybody else. Outside of work, he enjoys time with his family, his wife Markesha, and their daughter Naomi. Congratulations, Lieutenant McCants. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations. Next, under presentations, we have representatives from Warren Averett to discuss our audit, our audited financial statements. Mr. White, it's always good to see you. And Mr. Parks, please proceed.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Lee Parks, and I'm a member with Warren Averett in our public sector group. Each of y'all should have this handout, and what this has a little presentation that I've prepared, a copy of the financial audit, the single audit, and some required communications, and I'm going to kind of just go over a couple of them. On the presentation right here, one thing you'll see is this is a copy of like the engagement team. It's, you know, there's several people working behind the scenes on this, as well as a copy of our peer review that we're required to present. Moving over to the 2003 audit tab, if you turn to page 3 of the financials, I'm sorry, page 1 of the financials, you'll see this is our independent auditor's report. And as you see on the second paragraph under the opinion section, you see where it says, in our opinion, based on our audit and the report of the other auditors, the financial statements referred to above present fairly in all material respects the respective financial position of the governmental activities, discretely presented component units, each major fund, and the aggregate remaining fund of the city as of 9/30/2023. So this is what we refer to as an unmodified opinion, or also known as a clean opinion. There's a lot of other information in this, lots of notes and supplemental information. So if anybody has any questions with regards to any of it, I'll be happy to go over it. If you turn to the next tab, which is the single audit tab, the single audit is the compliance audit of federal funds. The city, depending on the number of the amount of federal funds they expend, they may or may not be required to do a single audit. So this year, it happened to have excess of $750, so it was required. And basically, this is a compliance audit to make sure that the city's met the requirements established by the federal government. The single audit has two opinions. One is the compliance of internal controls on financial reporting, and the second one is compliance of the federal programs. So the city received an unmodified opinion of both of those on the single audit. Total, if you turn to page 7, this is what's referred to as the schedule of federal expenditures, and it shows the breakdown of what federal funds the city received. As you can see, the vast majority is the COVID-19 coronavirus, state and local fiscal recovery funds. This was the ARPA funds that they received. Now, the city received these funds several years ago, but booked as unearned revenue, and they recognized them when the actual expenditures took place. So this schedule tracks the expenditures, not necessarily the revenue that was received. Any questions on that? So the next tab is called 2023 Required Communications, and this is just a letter that we're required to present to the governing board. And basically, it just breaks down significant audit matters. We talk about that during 2023, the city implemented GASB 96, which dealt with subscription-based information technology arrangements. It's kind of similar to the lease standard, but it's more focused on the technology, IT or contracts. We talk about the significant estimates, and the main ones are the net pension liability that's provided by the RSA, as well as the post-employment benefit obligation. There were no difficulties encountered in performing the audit. There were no disagreements with management. Management provided us representation dated April 2nd, 2024, and there were no other issues noted. So that's really the end. If anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to go into detail.
Hey, council, do you have any questions? Finance committee, do you have anything you want to add?
So we reviewed this in the finance committee earlier today, and it's a clean audit. It's a great thing. We don't expect anything less. We appreciate Warren Averett double checking behind us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marsh, for being here.
Thank y'all very much. We appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, next we have public comments. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Please state your name and district where you reside when you approach the podium. If you have turned in a comment card, you will get to go first, and then we'll take any others who did not complete a comment card. The first card is from B.D. Ochin.
Well, you said my name, District 7. Say, John.
Hey, Miss Baby.
You still hadn't come to talk to me. Recently, some of my friends asked me what has happened to Madison. Well, I'm going to tell you. When I moved to Madison, it was a charming small town, about 2,000 people. Well, the charm is gone. You name me anything that's charming in this city anymore. Shantytown was the last straw. That's the place behind the City Hall. It gets worse every time I go to the cemetery. The old Warren house is a disgrace. It should be condemned. Yet the mayors and the city councils talk all the time about how they manage growth. Really? Growth is out of control. 2 of my doctors left their Madison practice due to traffic, but Madison Hospital wants more doctors. 3 of my family members did not buy here because of the traffic. My out-of-town visitors always comment about the traffic they had to go through to get to my house. The mayor says 4 new citizens move to Madison every week. That's 2 to 3 cars a week. And on the agenda today, you have to approve 198 new houses. It's a lot of new cars. That is really managing growth. No new roads and no traffic light improvement. Madison is traffic city, USA. The charm is gone. The charm is gone. Nothing charming left. Us old residents who raised our taxes many years ago for the city are not proud of Madison now. And another thing on the agenda, how many times, I'm not using all my time. Another thing on the agenda is a cookie decorating instructor. There's better ways to spend your money.
Thank you. The next person is John Cole.
We received it, Mr. Cole.
Actually, I got it.
Yeah, the city clerk provided this for us. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'm John Cole. I'm in District Number 4, Mr. Shaw's district. Last Wednesday, August 21st, wreck number 8 at the bridge, about 7:30, and the accident was cleared about 9:30. Individual who hit the bridge ripped his right front wheel off. He was going from east to west, and the area's not cleaned up. If you go to the next page, you'll see the picture on the right that was made the next day. The signs are not replaced. The picture on the left is from last summer, but this is showing how the culvert bridge, the bottom line is, when is the bridge going to get replaced? They're out there now replacing and doing something with utilities and stuff. If you see the picture there on the right, you see the little flags. Those are in the city limit property that y'all bought from the Heritage Station subdivision, and it goes all through my yard and everything, and I have no problem with that. It just shows, to me, that shows progress. So this, the big question is, when is the bridge going to be replaced?
Get Michael to give a quick update?
Sure.
Get Michael to give, where is he?
Okay.
Can you give us a quick update on progress? Or you got from,
Do you have any other comments?
Yes.
Besides that?
The thing that we noticed is last December I did a petition, and that was during the weekend between wreck number 6 and number 7. And we asked for the following mitigations, and here's the progress that I've seen so far. The speed limit has not been decreased. It's still 30. We needed to go down to about 30 mile an hour. You have a lot of people that lives out there between Balch Road all the way down to Heritage, and then a couple more all the way down to Gillespie. You're going to have that new community activity center that's going to be going in. It's too fast. My father-in-law is a semi-retired lawyer. He's been a law enforcement judge. He's visited before, and he said these people just drive they're insane. They drive too fast. So we just respectfully request again, please lower the speed limit. Number 2, the warning signs on the bridge, I've already referred to that, they're all damaged. There's no deer crossing sign at the bridge. I've got deer all over the place, and it would be helpful because there's several times I've seen deer cross, there's cars coming. 3, the blind curve, there's no sign for that. However, there is a sign that says narrow bridge. The one going from east to west is covered up by trees. Speed limit radar sign, please keep that. Rumble strips, there's none. Road reflectors, some of that were put in, some of them are missing now for various reasons. And then we all request lights. We all request lights near the bridge. It is too dark. We just don't want somebody to get hurt, seriously hurt or killed. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cole.
Michael, give you an update on the progress for that first. Nobody doesn't have to wait.
Well, the project is bid, and we're finishing up some final coordination with some utilities to get those relocated so we can get the contractor out there to get started on the widening project at the bridge. As far as lighting goes, that's not in the plan now, but once the project is done and we know the final location of where some of the poles are going to be out there, those can be added at a later date. I think we can get in touch with the utilities about that.
And Steve Smith, Steve Smith from our office has already looked at the poles. We're already going to put lighting down through there, as Michael said, close to the bridge. We got to figure out where the poles are. On down the road towards the community center, we will have lighting. Okay.
Can we do a speed limit study as well with the things you put in the road, don't you?
It's a collector road, so I mean the speed's pretty appropriate for what we usually do for collector roads. It's not it's not like a neighborhood road. It's not in some neighborhood where we normally would have it 25 or 30. This is
and it's slow as it gets to the bridge. I mean, would that make?
Well, part of go back to the accident he's talking about is alcohol involved. I know the answer. So I mean, you can't control some of these things. Doesn't matter what speed limit you put on there. So, but it is something. When you improve the bridge, we're going to have a better chance of success.
Okay.
I definitely think the bridge improvement and lighting will help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get the construction moved further away from the road for sure.
Do you have an estimated start time or completion time?
Well, like I said, we're coordinating utilities. We got to get a Comcast fiber out of the way that they originally said wasn't going to be in the way, and now it's in the way. And then there was an AT&T one. I think they were working on that one Thursday and Friday last week. So once we get those two out of the way, contractor's ready to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Michael. The last comment card I have is for Carissa Callan.
Before you start my time real quick, what bridge? I missed the name of the bridge or the road.
It's the bridge on Browns Ferry, and that's between Balch and the community center there on Browns Ferry. And there's a bridge kind of coming around the corner just past Most Chapel that's being replaced, west.
All right, thank you. All right, Carissa Callan, Limestone County. My address is on file. I've been a lifelong patron of the Huntsville-Madison County Public Library, and I am a former children's librarian, and you've heard from me before. So I do have a statement of concern for the book Tricks by Ellen Hopkins. This is a book that I have talked about before when I first started coming, and I'm going to read some of these excerpts. First, note that this is in the young adult section of our public library, which means that a 12-year-old can go check it out without any parental consent. And I'm going to be cryptic as I read just the statement of concern. So this is what is submitted per the policy. And what are your objections to this library material? This book was filthy. I craved a shower whenever I read it, and it affected me this way. Imagine what it is doing for a child whose brain is not fully developed yet. There were so many detailed descriptions of adults raping kids, kids being forced to perform stuff on adults and on each other while adults watched. Also, adults shooting heroin with kids and kids selling their bodies on the streets. There was a scene where an adult male took his teenage boyfriend to a nightclub, bought him drinks, and explained to the kid how to get older men around the bar hanging out with him to exchange for sex right before dumping the kid and leaving town. There were a lot of religious people in the book, but only one of them had any positive influence. The others were evil or sex-starved maniacs. There's a part where a bunch of Christians drugged a 14-year-old girl and locked her in a room, and then one came in every other night, among other things, to sit on her lap, nurse like a baby, call her mommy, and drink her period blood. This is in a book for 12 to 17-year-olds in the Huntsville-Madison County public system. What harm do you feel this might cause? The things that you're exposed to when your brain is still developing, or even me as an adult, sticks with you. It's traumatic, and it traumatized me. So aside from introducing kids to every kind of perversion imaginable, It might have the unintended consequences of putting children off about sex. They may think that if this is sex, that's something they don't want any part of. And I want my kids to have a healthy sex life when they're grown and married. What do you believe are the main ideas? Here's my takeaway. That prostitution is a hard way to earn money. Always have a condom with you, and don't date a pimp. That was my takeaway. So given what you've just heard, the review committee, the initial review committee that's made up of library staff said, this book is okay to stay in the young adult section. And they had 3 reasons. I'm running out of time. One of those is that they found a fact sheet from the National Child Advocacy Center that said the majority of children that are abused, it's by someone they know. This book, it's strangers, it's people in a bar, it's rape, it's not people that they know. Today I saw Lee Marshall at a luncheon, and I talked to her. Kids to Love, y'all all knew Lee Marshall. She was aghast when I told her this. So if this is not something that you would read to your 14-year-old son or daughter or grandchild, please don't leave it in the library for a child to find unattended. Yes, their parents in the library somewhere, but to pull this book out and start reading before their parents know what's in there. Please speak to your board.
Thank you, Ms. Callen. You are out of time. Anyone else would like to come forward? Please come forward now. State your name and district where you live.
Rachel Homolak, District 4. And first of all, I would like to thank Renee for making a very wise choice in representing the community as a whole at the last library board meeting. When it was being decided about the book, All Boys Aren't Blue, she read it and she agreed that it should be in the adult section. So I just wanted to personally thank you for that and representing the community as a whole. Some other things, let's just talk about facts real quick. So we know that Governor Ivey has issued the policies that are to be laid out. They were voted on through the APLS. Amendments were added, and those were approved as well. It's very clear as to what is expected, as to what was implemented on July 15th with these policies. And from my understanding, we have till this fall to clean up the libraries so that we don't lose state funding. And to my understanding, our state funding is about $527,000 per year. So now let's backtrack just a little bit. If I recall correctly, I believe most of you lectured everybody, took time out to say, hey, we don't want any defunding of the library. Am I correct? Pretty much every single one of you. Nobody is for defunding the library. That's the last thing that I think anybody wants. But if we don't follow these policies, the library is going to be defunded, $527,000 per year. So which is it? Are we for not defunding the library, or are we for defunding the library? Because if we're going to support having this filth in the children's section, we're going to get defunded. So if you don't want the library to get defunded, you need to follow the governor's policies. Otherwise, you're just a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite who agrees with certain defunding for a certain agenda. So make your decision. What are you going to be? Are you going to be the hypocrite? Or are we actually going to follow the policies that our state has issued and protect our children? Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the council? Seeing none. Oh, there, sorry. Couldn't see you back there. I think she was walking right in front of you if you raised your hand, so sorry about that.
Okay, just a couple rhetorical questions.
I'm sorry, ma'am, your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Kathy Young. I live in Harvest, Alabama. Okay, this is a rhetorical question. How many of you in here have a child or grandchild, niece or nephew that's under the age of 17? When I was growing up, we had what we called girly magazines. They were kept behind the counter because they were deemed inappropriate for children. Where I'm from in Georgia, you had to be 21 to purchase that. Now, also, I'm sure all of you know that if an adult or a woman or what have you had any of these material on their computers and the police found out about it, they would be arrested. The same material. If they went to trial and found guilty, they would be sentenced to prison for at least 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to address the council?
Margie Daly, Karen's district. Okay, so many things on this agenda, it's chock full. You took away all 5 minutes, I only have 3 minutes, so I hope I get through this. I've come to find out that the majority of, not the majority, the second most federal funds come into Madison County. The first place they go is DC. We get the second highest amount of federal funds for R&D in this area, okay? Now, what I've come to observe is we seem to have this thing where, say, a part costs a penny. So this guy gets it for a penny or makes it for a penny. He sells it to Billy Bob. Billy Bob pays 10 cents. Billy Bob sends it to his cousin, who is also in an LLP with number one guy, and then it's up to $2. Now we take that part and sell it to another LLC that might be any one of the first 4 ones, number 5, and they're going up to $10. Then it goes to another LP, maybe 4 or 5 of the same people, and they're paying, $200 for it. So the part was never really worth $200, but that's what we wind up paying, and that's how our government works, and it's very sad. But to find out that the R&D funds here are the highest in the nation besides DC. Okay, we need traffic safety. We need to stop putting blinking yellow lights and put up blinking red lights so the people know that they actually have to stop and they don't just have to look at the left lane, they have to watch the side streets too, because we have very bad drivers here. And it's very disorganized, the traffic. We need to do something. Number 3, Gerald Smith was hired, and we made such a great thing because he had this wonderful idea to do a lean-to, so we could lose, $2 million and we could buy that safety annex. And he was going to do this lean-to. He was so valuable that we had to create a department for him. So Gerald got his own department, not having worked for the city, or I don't know where he came from. But I was, I really had respect, and now I just see what happened. It was BS again. Okay, baseball. They have never met more than the bond or the agreement payment. Never. So we have to stop giving them our tax dollars.
Not true. Not even close.
All right, whatever, Mayor, it's my time.
Not even close.
Yield my time.
Not even close, though, but you're not even close when you say that.
28.
Give them back 10, but that's not even close.
That's fine. Keep going.
You got my 10 seconds. Okay. Well, I understand they have never paid more than that.
You're wrong.
Okay. I heard this audit, compliance of reporting, compliance with the federal funds. That was about all, and the audit was clean. They didn't put the thing on the screen for us. At least they could have showed us what they were talking about. They never did that. I mean, I think they should have at least put the pages up there. They had them. You could see it. After he left, then it popped on the screen. So, we deserve transparency. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Staley. Anyone else want to address the council? Seeing none, we will close public comments and move to the consent agenda and finance committee report.
Okay, we had a finance committee meeting this afternoon at 5, and we went over the audit, and the finance committee has reviewed the regular and periodic bills. On the consent agenda, we have acceptance of a roundabout into city maintenance. We've got some hirings for the new rec center. We've got the development of a Park and Recs app. That is at no cost to the city. We've got some agreements for the street festival, some resurfacing of Madison Boulevard, and the ninth draw for Infinger for Madison Branch. We've got some payments for Slaughter Road, and we've got some donations from St. Matthew's Episcopal and Madison Community Volunteer Festival team, L. Tucker, M. Fluor, all for the Senior Center. And then we also have the installation of some light pole banners for Town Madison Arts and Entertainment District. And with that, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, motion and second, any questions?
I do have a question concerning the people that are being hired for Park and Rec. I love that there's an assortment of things, but have we already set up the classes, what the fees would be for those classes and that sort of thing? Has that been done yet, I'm asking? Does anybody know?
I think Corey just stepped out a minute ago.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Have the fees been set up yet? I don't think that the fees have been set yet. I think they were waiting to hire the instructors before they could know how much to set the fees for. That was my understanding.
You're right.
Okay.
And so the fee structure will be forthcoming.
And whenever the classes are and all that, has it started to
that
be
will be
put into
coming.
place? Because I think that would be much more of an enhancement to get people excited when they know, hey, this is coming, look, we can do these things. I think it's good promotional stuff, you know. So I just wondered if all that was in place.
I think that, there's Corey. Corey, I was trying to answer for you. You may want to come over here.
Right.
Then on the consent agenda, the hires for the community center, Karen was wondering if we set the fee structure and the schedule yet.
Well, each of those are for a specific class or program. So when that's mentioned the city's subsidizing that, that's simply not true. They get a certain percentage of the fee. So if we'll do a registration for a program, we have 10 people sign up, they can, let's say $10 at $100, they'd get a certain percentage of that based on the program.
But I think she was wondering the cost for the individual participating. Have those?
Oh, we haven't gotten that. We haven't gotten that far. We need to get an instructor first and then negotiate with the instructor of what they're going to pay for each class.
Okay, and we don't have a calendar of events yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Getting close. Tonight's a big step in that to approve that. So I'll have that soon, though.
And while you're here, and I know our communications team is working on it, can you talk a little bit about the app that you guys have designed and what the app is going to allow our community to do?
Sure. One of the biggest complaints I get is, why do you guys just have registration on your website? I do everything on my phone. Everybody else has an app. Why don't you have an app? So we got with our registration software developer. They came out with an app that we can customize to Madison Parks and Rec. So if you want to register your child for a swim lesson, you can do it right from your phone. If you want to get back in the queue for day camp, our day camp sold out in 8 minutes. You can do that without having to hit refresh on your browser every time. Now you'll be in a queue on the app. It'll have notifications, so if we need to clear the park for whatever reason, or, you know, like we do with our Notify Me's, we can do that from the app if you're signed up through it. It's just a lot easier to do business with the Parks and Rec department for anything, whether it be reserving rooms, those kind of things, because you can do it from your phone. That's how the world works now, and we're really excited about it. It should be coming out here within the next week or two.
A great way to notify people if the pool is closed.
Exactly.
Or, you know, the other thing is for all these sign-ups, you know, once a class is put in place, once a league is coming up, to get ahead of the game, if you're signed up, then you're going to get a notification. Basketball registration starting a week from now.
Correct.
That's what I hear the most.
Yeah.
I just wish I'd have known.
Yeah, and we're going to try to not annoy people with that, because we'll have a lot of different things. But I think there's a way you can pick and choose what you get notified about.
Mm-hmm. Is October 1st still the proposed opening date?
For the community center, as of right now, yes. We're going through the punch list with the contractor. I should have a better idea next council meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
As far as when we'll open?
Yes.
Yeah, and that goes back to part of the reason it's taken so long is Gerald, because Gerald has worked each day over there and has held them accountable, and there's about, what, 500 punch items right now? Punch list items. So we're going to get what we paid for, but he stayed on that to the point where they had to redo some of the concrete. So do appreciate what he's doing. Corey's done a great job, and Steve's worked a lot on it too.
And will you let us know when the app's available so that we can share it?
Yeah, we're going to do a rollout, maybe even like a short video on how it operates and those kind of things.
That's great.
Yeah, it's already on Deidre's list. She's got that one, so. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Karen?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Okay, are we ready for a vote on the consent agenda?
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine?
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion motion passes. Presentation and reports, beginning with Mayor Finley.
Okay, and two things. One, Civic Awareness Academy, still we're taking applications. I know it is filling up fast. We're excited about that. Fall registration. So please go to our website and you can go to Civic Awareness. Again, 30 folks, 8 weeks, learn a lot about the city. So really excited about that. Secondly, I'm excited when our department heads meet milestones. We have one that met a 20-year mark, and I'm excited that he's here. One of the hardest jobs that we have in the city right now is cybersecurity. And I appreciate Chris and his entire team in IT and what they're doing. They're as proactive as you possibly can, and I'm not ever going to say without any worry, because again, every day I'm amazed at how many times folks are trying to get to us. I also appreciate their proactiveness. They are sending out proactive emails to our employees, to everyone, checking us, giving us the opportunity to understand what phishing looks like. So I appreciate what they're doing. All of that to say, I'm excited for Chris White. He's been here 20 years, and he's done a great job in IT, and we really appreciate it. Chris, come get it.
Thanks for keeping us safe.
And that's all I have.
Okay, District 1.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to thank Madison City Schools for inviting several of us to their back-to-school luncheon. It was a great way to celebrate the start of the school year, and very excited for them, and hope they have a wonderful, healthy year. Also, following along the line of the Parks and Rec app, there are many opportunities for local government to be notified about what is going on in your community. I went to the monthly EMA meeting. You can go and like their Facebook page and get notifications from them on emergency management situations in the area. You can also go to the city website, madisonal.gov, and sign up for Notify Me. I like to mention this every few months. It's a great opportunity to find out that, hey, again, 565 is going to be closed for the flyovers, or there's an accident at an intersection. Mr. Coles, that accident was closed on Balch Road for overnight, one night, and was very helpful in letting us know that we needed to, in the words of my GPS, recalculate. So I would encourage everyone to just go to madisonal.gov, find the Notify Me page, and you can sign up for different departments, Parks and Rec, weather, traffic, and so I would encourage you to do that, and that's all I have.
District 2.
Yes, I wanted to bring to y'all's attention, TARCOG has started a new program. It's Live and Live Well, and this is focused especially on our seniors. It talks about, they have programs about your immune system, healthy aging, staying active, COVID-19, should you get a vaccine, more information on that so you can make your decision about that. But it is available on the TARCOG website, which is www.tarcog.us. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
District 3.
No new business.
District 4.
No new business.
6.
I'd also like to comment on the school board breakfast. It was wonderful. It is amazing to see how much support that we have for the Madison City Schools. But they also went over the budget, and I was quite surprised at a lot of the numbers. And I was very surprised that they have a $6.4 million unfunded mandate that they now have to also add. So, yeah, I think the more we can do to support the school system, the better. Also, I went to the food bank of Northern Alabama ribbon cutting last week, and it was amazing. It is amazing how many people they serve. And it's over here. It's just over on the other side, of the 565. The food bank supplies 8.9 million pounds of food a year for over 200 food pantries, shelters, children's programs across 11 counties. Together each year we feed over 80,000 residents in this area. They have seen an increase, I think it was 45% just in the last year because of the higher cost of food in our area. And it's not just for people that are out of jobs and stuff. These are hardworking people that just can't make ends meet. And so I'm thrilled that we now have this food bank so close to our community that is supplying so many people. I stayed after the ribbon cutting for about an hour. I talked to just about all of the people that are involved there. I talked to the volunteer people. I talked to the distribution people because I really wanted to understand what it is and how we can serve. They actually have a sign up for volunteers. You can go in, they have a website for it. They do volunteering Tuesdays to Thursdays, 8 to 11 in the morning, 1 to 3 in the morning. Not in the morning, that's in the afternoon. Anyway, you can go and you can volunteer. And you can go as a group, you can call ahead, sign up as a group. They also have a wonderful program for, they call it backpack programs, where they can put together a backpack for children who may not get a lot of meals over the weekend. They put out these backpacks on Friday, and so the children have food to eat, you know, things that they just like to munch on, so they have food over the weekend. So you can go and put together these backpacks. They also have food donations from our area local groceries. They have 80 local grocery stores that do food 5 days a week. The program saves over 4 million pounds of food that otherwise would go to waste. So I just think this is so wonderful that we have it in our community. There's another opportunity for people to serve others in the community, and also those that need help. Please reach out. Please reach out. Everybody is there to serve. They have fresh vegetables. They have good canned goods. They have meats. They have, and they do a lot of working with local gardeners and that sort of thing in the area. So it's just a wonderful program. I was so happy to be able to go there and to see one more way that people are serving each other in this community. And that's all I have for right now. Thank you.
District 7?
No new business.
Okay. I have just a couple of announcements. We had originally noticed a work session and a special call city council meeting for this Wednesday, August 28th. We will keep the special call meeting as scheduled, but we have to postpone the work session on the budget to September 9th. That's the next time the council will meet, and so we will hold our work session, take about a 15-minute break, and then come back into chambers to conduct our work session on the budget.
So what time will that be then on?
After the council.
Oh, it'll be after the council. Okay, thank you.
It'll be after the council meeting on September 9th.
September 9th.
Oh, you mean stream it? We can, because we've got the crew here anyway for the council meeting, so that would not be a problem.
Yes, I think that would be great.
Okay. All right, and that's the only announcement. We will keep our special called meeting this Wednesday at 5:30. Okay, next board and committee appointments. We're going to begin with place 9 on the Madison City Disability Advocacy Board. Is that mayor or council appointment?
I think number 9 is council.
I think it is, yes. But you have a couple coming up at the end of the year, and I'll remind you of those. Yes, at this time I'd like to ask for the appointment of Mrs. Sarita Edwards, place 9 on Madison City Disability Advocacy Board with a term expiration of 2027. Place 9 is the placeholder for somebody who is associated with a business that provides a disability service, and Mrs. Edwards' business does do that.
All right, are there any other nominations for place 9? Seeing none, we will appoint Sarita Edwards by acclamation.
Thank you.
Next, we have 2 appointments for the Madison Utilities Board. Connie, you got that?
Yes. I would like to nominate Terrace Tatum for seat 2. Mr. Tatum is the only member of the Madison Utilities Board who is not in their first term, and he holds a wealth of knowledge, and he is the chair.
He's the chair. Okay. Any other nominations for seat 2? Seeing none, we will appoint Terrace Tatum by acclamation to seat 2.
And I would like to nominate Julian Al Sullivan for seat 5. Both of these terms expire in 2030, by the way.
Seems so long away, doesn't it?
6 years.
Wow, that's a long term. Okay, any other appointments for seat 5? No other nominations, so we will appoint Julian Al Sullivan to seat 5 by acclamation. Thank you, Connie, for rolling that off.
Thank you.
We do not have any public hearings, so we will go to department reports, beginning with building.
Good evening. I've got the first reading for proposed ordinance 2024-276, and this is amending the City of Madison
Code of Ordinances by adding Chapter 24, Article 1, Section 11, for unattended receptacles. I sent you all an email about the donation receptacles we're having issues with.
Did you have a picture to share?
I just sent it to you all. I didn't have one.
Us.
Yeah, and it's basically these donation receptacles, and they're becoming just trash bins, and this gives us more leverage to either impound it or have Public Works go pick it up if we can't get rid of it. So.
And it's just a first reading?
It's first reading.
Okay, all right, we'll see you then next time. Court.
Tim.
Good to see you.
Good to see y'all. I'm actually covering for court, which kind of makes sense since it'd be mine to handle if it got there. But this is proposed ordinance number 2024-277. It's just amending the municipal court schedule of fines to include the state's new distracted driving law. What they did was kind of amend the old one with a new one. This is not the previous proposed ordinance where it was going to make it a primary offense. This is just a secondary offense. They've just kind of changed some of the language around on it. So this is just the first reading on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, engineering. Yeah, that's right.
Never be to a J under one, although it's a lot of progress, isn't it?
We should get you a chair for this.
I blame Kilgore.
I blame Kilgore.
He put 11 items on. Yeah, 11 items on there, and then he skipped down. Okay. The first couple of these are right-of-way acquisitions. So the first one is Resolution 2024-268R, authorizing conveyance of property for right-of-way for, this is Ebersold is the property owner, Track 2, from a Sale and Seegers Road intersection improvement. That's $9,635.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion by Shaw, second by Robleski. Any questions? Ready for a vote?
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell? Councilmember Denzine? Aye. Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next.
Okay, next is resolution number 2024-269R. This is conveyance of property for right-of-way L. Williams, tract number 9. They've put it up on the screen. As you can see, there's several properties. Previous one we did was tract 2. This is for tract 9 there on the west side. This is $16,200 to be paid from the engineering department budget.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion by Shaw, second by Seifert. Any questions? Ready for a vote?
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine?
Motion passes. Next.
They flip through the pictures there. This next one is resolution number 2024-270R, conveying property for right-of-way C. Williams, tract 10. It's on the screen there, just south of tract 9 from the previous item. $3,420 to be paid from the engineering department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion by Spears, second by Powell. Any questions? Ready for a vote?
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, next is resolution number 2024-272R. This is authorizing a professional services agreement with Barge Design Solution for lighting photometric plans for project 23012. That's the Balch Road, Browns Ferry Road roundabout. This contract not to exceed $11,200.
Move to approve.
Okay, motion by Robleski, second by Powell. Any questions? Ready for a vote?
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Can you send me, oh, that's a different picture. That's not my roundabout. That's, okay, never mind. Never mind.
Next.
All right, next is resolution number 2024-278R, authorizing a memorandum of understanding with Madison Utilities for the installation of a steel pipe for utilities running adjacent to Browns Ferry Bergrian roundabout project. As you can see on the screen here, this is to install 300 linear feet of 36-inch diameter pipe for potential future water main extensions from Madison Utilities, as we have to enter into their property for the water and gas relocate that you can see in the blue and the yellow lines there. So the process here is going to be to add the steel pipe, and then they can relocate those utilities. Madison Utilities has agreed to pay for the pipe and have it delivered. We're going to have a change order next week, or next council meeting, for our contractor that we've already got under contract to do the installation. It'll be about $180,000. This memorandum of understanding allows for Madison Utilities to participate in that, but up to $60,000. So it's going to end up being about a 50-50 cost share on this, and really appreciate Madison Utilities Board and some of their employees for helping us get this done. Mark Bland and Emery DeBoard.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion second. Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thanks.
All right, next is resolution number 2024-280R, authorizing, this is awarding bid number 2024-011 ITB. This is Hughes and Mill Road intersection and traffic signal improvements to Stanzel Electric Company, $440,810 to be paid from Fund 38.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion second. Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Shaw? Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thanks.
Next is resolution number 2024-281R, authorizing the acquisition of I think it should be 0.037 acres for right-of-way from Curtel A. Jackson for the Burgreen Hardeman Road traffic signal project, $4,564.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion and second as corrected at .037 acres.
That would be really small.
Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next.
All right. Next is resolution number 2024-295R, authorizing a temporary construction easement for 222 Kaiser Boulevard. That's the Charleston Oaks Apartments, $883.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion second. Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thanks.
All right. Resolution number 2024-296R, authorizing the acquisition of .019 acres for the right-of-way from the Tucker Family Fund for the Burgreen Road, Hardeman Road project, $1,390.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion second. Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right. Finally, resolution number 2024-298R, authorizing a professional services agreement with CDG Incorporated for civil engineering services related to the design of project number 24-023. This Royal Drive Extension Phase 1. This will go from County Line Road in front of the concrete plant across to where the new FedEx is built at the end of Jetplex Lane, not to exceed $205,762. This will be paid from Fund 38 with assistance from the Madison Industrial Development Board.
Move to approve. Second.
Any questions? Ready for vote?
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Roblesky?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine? Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
That's cardio, Michael.
Evening. Just have a request for one proposal of resolution number 2024-252-R, authorizing a contract for the purchase, construction, and installation of the training tower from Forge Fire and Company for $699,800 to be paid from Fund 38, and $500,000 of that is from a grant from the state.
Move to approve.
Okay.
Okay. Motion by Denzine, second by Powell. Any questions?
No, I'm just thrilled this is finally coming along for you guys.
Thanks.
Been talking about it for years.
Yes, ma'am. We've got two pictures. Do you see the first one? And that's actually gonna be ours. Ours is gonna be 4-story, so we can get all of the ISO points, as well as, the SWAT team will be able to utilize. So we had a fire and police, team put this together, training team that put together all of this. So, thank y'all.
Great, thank you so much.
For vote. Councilmember Denzine?
Aye.
Councilmember Powell?
Aye.
Council President Bartlett?
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski?
Aye.
Councilmember Spears?
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw?
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
HR.
Good evening. I'd like to present ordinance number 2024-241 for a first reading this evening. This is an ordinance to amend section 12 entitled Compensation and Benefits of the city's personnel policies and procedures. And if adopted, this ordinance will enact the policy recommendations of the city's compensation study consultants. And that will assure employees that they have pay that is competitive in our job market, and that they will get step and COLA increases each year according to the formulas laid out in the policy. Furthermore, it will do the important work of resolving pay compression in some of our larger departments. This ordinance also authorizes an appeal process for employees who don't quite understand how we arrived at their new compensation amount. And so when we start to give employees these notifications toward the end of September or in October, when the budget is adopted, we'll have a mechanism to have these conversations to assure employees that their pay was arrived at correctly and by the formulas set by the compensation study consultants, or correct inaccuracies. And so I'm presenting this for our first reading tonight. I'll be glad to take any questions that you have now or later.
Is it best to ask questions now so she's prepared later, or just wait until it's come before us again?
To approve.
Move to approve. Move to approve.
It's a first reading, so we're not.
We didn't have to do that.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I will say, based on working with Megan and Steve and Roger, they put enormous amounts of time into this, that we really feel like we've got real numbers now. And even though, and I know I'm the holdup, the mayor's office is finalizing the budget to the finance committee, the plan is in the budget that we have all of it in the first year, just to let you guys know. So that's in, and then we're working the rest of it from there that we hope to get to the finance committee. So that's just to let you guys know that.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely thrilled this is coming before this. I just didn't know if I should go ahead and hold on my questions till later or not.
Sure. Any questions that you have, I can certainly speak with you after the council meeting to address anything specific, and then we can prepare a memo for the rest of council to share the answer if you'd like to do that.
Okay, yeah, for everyone to know, I just spent quite some time last week with Megan. She was super in answering all my questions and going through it. Then we had questions in it didn't get answered. So I can wait, but
I'll be happy to, meet with you anytime. And if there's a particular question that you think that you'd like to ask now, if I don't have an answer, I will work on one.
Well, I think it did have to do with, because there are so many positions that are empty right now, and whether we can expect those to fill up, or that some of those will just kind of be set aside for later, or will it be like, because I would love to see us 100%, and so we really do take the burden off of so many of our employees that are working really hard, but I didn't know whether we could expect that, so it will be the higher number, because it is quite a difference between what you said was like 50 different.
Yeah, absolutely. And the answer to your question is in development now, as the mayor and Roger and Steve confer on the data that HR and department heads have presented to them. I met with every department head, and Steve has also met with them too, to see what positions are currently in your budget that you'd like to keep and fill, and then do you have brand new proposals for additional jobs to add to the city workforce. So we've gone through and estimated exactly what the salary would be for each of those people, and we've turned that over to the mayor and Steve so that they can work that into their budget proposal.
Okay, so we'll have more information when we actually vote.
Yes.
I'll give you a little bit more right now, Karen. So in the budget, there's positions that are currently that are approved by council and funded. They're in position right now, so they're in the positions. There's funded but not in the positions. Both of those are in the budget, so even at the higher rates. So even if they're not filled, they're scheduled in the budget with the new numbers, and that goal will be to get those filled up.
Okay.
We plan for success in filling them, just to let you know, so.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because it's 3.8 million, which is a big number, but like I said, I'm all for staffing us to, so everybody can,
Thank you.
share the burden.
Thank you for supporting our workforce.
I give you two examples, and especially with council today, working with Chief on animal control. Yes, we're working towards getting the new building. That's all going to come. We'll show you how that's paid for. But right now, they currently have 3 animal control folks, and he was asking for another position for a manager. It's like, okay, can we make the 3rd position that we currently have open the manager position, and then we'll stay with that until we see that we need another one. So that's part of where the budget is. Instead of 4 in the budget right now, we're back to 3, although we have to do a little bit of adjustment because one will be a manager. Working with Dustin, he has an inspector leaving. We're going to work to not fill that position, but in not filling that position, we're working with his team where right now it's same day inspections. It'll be next day. His guys will have their trucks. They don't even have to come in. They already have all their stuff on their units. They can go straight to the work. So almost every department has worked with us as they've asked for positions to minimize what we put in the plan so we can maximize what we have for our current employees. So there's a lot of those examples that we're working through, which adjust how the numbers look in the end, and we're almost done.
And if anybody has any other questions, please reach out to Megan. All right, thank you, Megan. Let's go to planning.
Proposed ordinance number 2024-240. This is for vacation of utility and drainage easement. This property is located west of county line, south of Huntsville-Browns Ferry, south of where the Walgreens is, where we've had commercial development going along. They adjusted the property lines and as a result need to vacate this easement to coincide with the new property line, and we're recommending approval.
Move to approve.
Second.
Which resolution are we doing?
A or B?
Proposed ordinance number 2024-240A, vacation of utility and drainage easement.
Okay. Right. All right. Motion second. Ready for vote?
Councilmember Robleski.
Aye.
Councilmember Powell.
Aye.
Council President Bartlett.
Aye.
Councilmember Spears.
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw.
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine.
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And the second item is a resolution, it's resolution number 2024-286-R. This resolution would set a public hearing to for you to consider rezoning approximately 90 acres on the west side of Bowers Road, south of Huntsville-Browns Ferry, to rezone that from Ag to RC2, which is our cluster zoning. This resolution would set the public hearing for October 14th.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion second. Ready for vote?
Councilmember Shaw.
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert.
Aye.
Council President Bartlett.
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski.
Aye.
Councilmember Spears.
Aye.
Councilmember Powell.
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine.
Aye. Motion passes.
And we will just, on this item, there will be a development agreement that the developer is proposing, and that's in preparation. And so I would anticipate that that would come before you before this public hearing item. Thank you.
Thank you.
Recreation.
Favorite person.
I got resolution 2024-257-R approving a professional services agreement with Halliburton Survey and Mapping Incorporated for a survey of Town Madison Park. Town Madison Park, for those of you that don't know, is the hexagon property that we recently purchased. We were fortunate to do projects that were renovating existing facilities out there, but anything new, such as a parking lot that may be needed in the future, I need a survey to identify utilities, topo, boundaries, those kind of things.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay, motion by Powell, second by Shaw. Any questions? Ready for a vote?
Councilmember Powell.
Aye.
Councilmember Shaw.
Aye.
Council President Bartlett.
Aye.
Councilmember Robleski.
Aye.
Councilmember Spears.
Aye.
Councilmember Denzine.
Aye.
Councilmember Seifert.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Corey. Any miscellaneous announcements?
Motion to adjourn.
You're adjourned.